Alright, so I gotta find the item. I guess it's a power cell, huh? Hello. Emitter. Hey. How get up there? Jumpy jumps. Jumpy jumps. Uh oh. No, alright. On the walls. Do I just jump on this? Nope. An impossible puzzle. How will I ever figure it out? Maybe I don't enter through this room. Hello. Okay, that looks important. So that goes. Also, supply crate. Okay. Do I start up here? Sniper Panda for 18 months. Love you. I got stuck on walls. Might be. Yeah, I might have to. Go in here. Nope. Maybe. Nope, that's not right. Oh, there's no jumping puzzle room with no lighting? Yeah, it happens. Also, did I miss anything in here? I think I got all the data clusters. I will check. Just in case. What's this? Supply crate. Anything else? I think I got all these guys. MAS, please stop backseat gaming. I don't need your help, dude. Believe it or not, I have a brain, and I like using it.
I'll take this.
So, please and thank you. The sound of looting the rare stuff. Alright. Okay. So I have to be able to get up there. Oh, hello. Wait. The door's not open, right? Oh boy. I'm so smart. It was just that last door that was locked. Okay. Hello.
Found one.
Grab thing.
Looks intact.
Well, I guess my question is, what's over here? Just a supply crate? What do the red tags indicate? What do you mean red tags? Like on the ground? Like that symbol but red? It means that I have that item capacity.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Okay, so it's down, left, up, right, down. Left, up, right, down. It's backwards.
That did it.
Alright.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies.
I like how I assumed it was upside down because of that, but it was like, let's make sure they know it's upside down. Just in case. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's simple. It means like it means I'm maxed out. So for this, I'm maxed on healing right now, so I can't pick it up. My medicine pouch is full.
Scrabbling a bit.
Alright. How are they getting in here? Oh, whatever.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
How do you know that?
So much for avoiding contact.
Am I hearing things?
You must have, dude. You're going crazy.
Fight!
Oh, really? 1 damage off?
Goodbye.
That's the last one.
Alright.
H1 structural failure. Repeat.
Or not. Room's clear. For a
You got
moment,
nothing.
anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
But yeah, as to why they are getting in here, this is right below Sunfall, I believe is what it's called. It's a city where the Eclipse are. And basically when I opened the door, there was an emergency like vent exhaust. And basically I think they're coming down all the pipes where the exhaust was coming from, because they're like, what the fuck is this? So that's why they're all here. They're all kind of slipping in through the walls and whatnot. Okay. I didn't even get hurt. Get wrecked, nerds. Right.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Thanks, random voice. You're a peach. How do I even get up there? Is there a way to get up there? It's so dark, it's hard to tell. The points are experience for kills. I'm assuming I have to come this way. Oh goodness, more tech stuff. All the info. What is this? What is that? Simulation results. Margot Shen to Elizabeth Sobek. Simulation results. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss. And not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. For references to megafauna and some of her designs, so cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot. So megafauna, I'm assuming, are thunderjaws and stormbirds, and rockbreakers. I assume.
Brand new subscriber.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Crazy, man. Kaylin Renard, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate you. Okay. So, it seems like all the pieces are just knowledge that Gaia uses for the most part. Maybe not all of it, but at least that is. Meow. Meow? Hold on.
Brand new subscriber.
Rex Molaby. Thank you for the brand new sub as well. And Monstrosity, thank you for the 15. I haven't paid much attention in the past couple days, so she's mad at me, I think.
Oh, look at that resub.
Frustrum, welcome back as well. This is my cat. Her name is Buns. Want to say hi to everybody? Huh? Want to say hi? Or want to nuzzle some more? Hi. You have stinky breath. I love you too. Yeah, my cat is very affectionate. Yes, I love you too. And your stanky breath. No, I don't think Gaia made aggressive robots, because this is a newer thing. I think that the strain wasn't fully killed. The corruptors, I'm assuming, are the glitch, because they use the same way of doing it. It's still red, even the same color they used as an example. Alright, I get back to work. I love you.
Cat hair, holy shit, there's so much of it.
But I'm assuming it's Hades. Whatever it is, it's Hades. I think Hades gave power to an old Horus unit. And I'm thinking the Horus unit... Well, no, because Gaia made the... Fuck. Well, because Gaia made the codes to stop all the other machines, so... Oy, oy, oy. No, like, trust me. I don't think whatever the issue is, I don't think it's Gaia. I don't think it's Gaia at all. I think it's a strain of the old glitch. And something with an old Horus unit. Because we saw a Horus... Like, right before we came here, there was a Horus unit which Hades was inside of. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked up, I wouldn't have picked you as the Festus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stockings of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail. Consult with Aomide Okilo before you finalize silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed to the tower should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Well, that's where I go for the last part. Alright, so I learned about Hephaestus, which is how the machines are built. But why did they go bonkers? That's what I want/need to know. I would like to see what that is, please. Can I scan that? Not through the wall? Okay. Dead person.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Arrows don't work. Oh, wait, what? I have many questions. Mostly the fact, when did I gain the ability to shoot through walls? Okay. Okay. I'm a magician.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
I almost wish the eclipse weren't here. I know it's like gameplay, but I just want to learn the story. At this point, I'm getting all the answers.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Elbaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
That's insane. So like they're like that's a crazy cool concept to even think about like if the human race was extinguished and it was restarting and you had a way of controlling how it restarts, like the idea of not just preserving knowledge, but how do you have people understand it, and like how that was the goal. That was really cool. Cool. I never thought about that before. Like no games really ever mentioned that. But that's freaking awesome. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, the crazy part about all of this is it seems so believable. Like, I understand, like, why Zero Dawn as a project is the last resort. I understand why all these things are important. It's laid out so well in this fictional universe. Samina Abaji, Elizabeth Sobek, encapsulated DNA. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of the data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAS was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in a lot of space, too power intensive over centuries, too prone to failure past 400 years. Encapsulated DNA. Hold on. Encapsulated DNA will also easily hold the 40 zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at negative 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. As long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious? Oh my god, I don't even know how to say that word. That we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life is as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much ado until next time, peace be with you, Samina. Anything else? Can I open this door? Can't. Okay. Propitious? Propitious? Oof. Vocab words. Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of the copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo's already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. With attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the man, God, the words are brutal for reading out loud. God damn. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they're performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with a trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia Personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. Anything else? Cool. Good fight. Anything down here? I imagine the combat arenas are probably almost strictly combat arenas. So that way they don't want you worrying about gathering stuff. I go up, please? Thank you.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth, and my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry, and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Damn, dude. Feels... Dead cultist. Okay. So I guess this, I'm assuming, is Apollo. All of this data. Where's this go? It's a locked door. Hello.
That's the last of them.
Bye.
Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm looking.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the Void.
So,
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And
yeah,
how
because
does
I
it end
mean,
up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
so Hades is a failsafe, but why is a failsafe operating if the world is fine? If the world is growing and people exist again, unless Hades does its own thing, because they are not. They said the subroutines are not full AI. They're complex, but Gaia is the only true full AI. Oh, I didn't read these. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Noise complaints. Travis Tate to Elizabeth Sobek. Color be confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying. And you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz. Nuh-uh, heck, I'd rather guzzle a litter of sit- Oh my god. As for request, turn it down. Nah, this is how I code without. Okay, you know what? I get it. He likes music and he's too loud. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10-12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control by breaking her fingers. Sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation for simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system in reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out, the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really prescribing it so clearly, but pretty sure it'll work. Yep, those plenty strongs. Guess time to sleep in bed. I'll be back to it tomorrow. Alligators. Okay. Alligators. Think Hayes actually to be an decides and win a wrong take over. But I mean, they literally, that's not the purpose though, Dawn Guard. That's not Zero Dawn. Doesn't matter what you think, we know what Zero Dawn is now. And I'm telling you, that is what it is. Gaia is the only full AI, period. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission number 00023876, your 666 submission in just 5 days. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. One, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved your spirit from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16, exclamation point, installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme, perhaps, but art. For clarifying, a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists myself, the definition of obscenity. You free me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I've directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing for the submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all, for the rest of us to do anyways. Dr. Samana Abaji. So Travis continues to be an asshole.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Where are we now? Hello.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Far Zenith Model K. I guess this is... Alright. Patrick Brokered Klein. Elizabeth Sobek. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors, Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer, continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the Disciplinarian and Healer personae. I've also attached reports from an incident where the servitor running the Mother personae intervened on Disciplinarian servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will. Amusing at first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just blank. Alright, sorry. I just had a thought. I don't know if I'm right. I'm just going to say this real quick. What if we are currently in Apollo, and this is the game? What if we are learning about the history of how the world ended, and we were Beer Dad wasn't real! What if we were taught, like, how, like, all these things to, like, just be a human, and then what if fucking... I just hurt my brain. I don't want to... Don't answer me. I'm actually going to minimize chat for a little bit, because I don't want to know if someone knows the answer to that question. But fucking... I don't know. That doesn't seem out of the realm of possibilities for what this game has to offer, based on the things offered up so far. That would be insane. What is this? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's Derval's journal. Never mind. I don't care about that. I already read that, didn't I? Thought I did. Sorry, chat. I don't want to risk accidentally seeing that spoilers, so I'm gonna minimize you for a little bit while I read this stuff. Reese man, thank you for 25 months. I love you. You're awesome. Okay. I've already missed a couple of these, but for the most part I've gotten all of them. Like holograms I haven't missed yet. Just the world data points are a bitch. I think all the glyphs are the ones that are in the Ostrom areas. Okay, anyways. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith and trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO, resolved. Nutrition delivery, resolved. Hormonal stability, resolved. 12 other risk areas, resolved. Before I examine these chambers, I consider the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of FC's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect fabrication plan within 48 hours, PBK. Okay. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xianjing province could detect it. Ping back from Crucial Systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans. We can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. DONC, in addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia 02 site in Mount Numuli, I'll formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. PBK. Alright. Fact, duder. Oh, there's a hollow projector too that didn't go off yet.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Raleigh Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
They just mentioned Sirius X and saying how they might have pulled it off with the chambers. The point being is they were joking about it earlier, about someone was talking about how they could have just shot, like, basically, no, there was never an attempt at leaving the planet with Zero, like, Zero Dawn was never an idea of, what is it, yeah, just, no, Zero Dawn was always what it is. It was never a colony, never was a thing. Yo, Dado, thanks for subbing. Love you. You are fantastic. I'm sure you didn't even get to hear me say it, but I still love you.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
What's the point of this part? Oh, I can go up. I just got confused by the random ladder. I guess if I fall. Later, Dado.
Would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
So she was sad that the dinosaurs went extinct.
Superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study guy.
Yeah, and that's why she made dinosaurs.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
That's 2 of them in here. One more over here.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I
Like
speak
Prime?
outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Oh, I've made a friend. Look like something got removed. Where? Here? What the? Oh, I guess that was Gaia being removed and moved somewhere.
No space.
Alright. Odyssey has failed. Oh, some terrible news, I'm afraid. Farzine has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Oh, so there was. Odyssey was, in fact, the thing where they were... Okay, my bad. I was telling people in chat the opposite thing. I feel like that wasn't explained until just now. Unless I just missed it, because there's a fucking giant exposition dump. So sorry, people in chat, if you're still here, if I corrected you. This is, I guess, them trying to go somewhere else. You all were right. I was very wrong. Anyways, Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species in earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth. So there's 2 projects. There's Odyssey, which was using some components from Zero Dawn, the Apollo project, and I'm assuming the way they were doing like embryology and stuff like that to send, I guess, that to Sirius. But yeah, in the end there was, I guess, an explosion when the drive spun up, and yeah, Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up through negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them. So, they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it'll be again, but not now. Not like this. Not on our watch. Ronson. I'm assuming we're about to get, like, literally every answer ever, chat, so be ready, I suppose. Because I think this is the last room in this area.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Silence is an asshole. Oh look. Mans.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Oh, what's up, Helis?
Brand new subscriber.
Thank you, Hunter.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
That's my face!